Thank you very much, Eleni. Mr. John Dramani Mahama, former President of Ghana and Chairman of Tana Board. Mr. Musa Faki Mahamat, Chairperson of the African Union Commission. The Deputy Prime Minister of the Federal Republic of Somalia. Former heads of states present here, and I would recognize President Thabo Mbeki and my two sisters, the former presidents of Central African Republic and Malawi, two countries that I know well. Dr. Ambacho Mekonnen, President of the Amhara Regional State. Foreign ministers, ministers present here, ambassadors, representatives of the United Nations and regional organizations, and most of all, many friends present in this room, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to add also my voice to the one of Dr. Ambacho in welcoming you all to Bahir Dar. Thank you for being here in numbers, but also in quality. It feels great to see many familiar faces, friends, as well as newcomers. I'm personally very happy to be back to this beautiful city of Bahir Dar to attend the 8th edition of the Tana Forum, a forum I know well, for having attended all past editions except I think one or two. Michelle would know. I did so because I believed in the candid dialogue and in-depth exchange, in the interaction and consultation with a broad-based African constituency on issues on security and challenges faced by the continent towards Africa-centered solutions that Tana is known for. And I still continue believing in the spirit of Tana. It gives me a great opportunity to thank those who contributed relentlessly to bring Tana to this high level. And I would like to recognize here President Mbeki and of course President Obasanjo, who I think is not present here today. My appreciation goes to all those who have been involved in organizing this edition of the forum. And I will start by commending the leadership of President Mahama and members of his board, IPSS and its leadership, Dr. Kidane and Michel Ndiaye, their team, the municipality of Bahir Dar city, a city we have seen growing and changing over the years, its inhabitants, for their warm welcome and traditional hospitality we have been enjoying every year. This forum is taking place at a time when the Horn of Africa is passing through dramatic changes, changes that have rekindled a sense of hope and optimism for the peoples of the region. However, the region also continues to face many challenges, a shifting regional and international geopolitical landscape. It is therefore in this context that we are discussing the political dynamics in the Horn of Africa with a view to understanding the emerging trends and provide timely and appropriate responses aimed at promoting peace and stability and creating favorable conditions for unleashing the region's potential for economic growth and prosperity. One of the major changes that has happened in the region, and I think a very important one, is the one that took place right here in Ethiopia. Today, our country has embarked in a huge transformation process, in an inclusive path in addressing the many challenges that we are facing. We have had remarkable achievements so far. One of the things that I would like to mention here is that not later than yesterday or the day before, we celebrated the Press Freedom Day in Addis Ababa, when we know that a year ago, our country was ranked at the bottom of the Press Freedom Index. I think this is a testimony to for a country which has come from very far. I think this is a context that we are evolving in. But of course, a lot remains to be done, and this is the focus of the government currently. In these turbulent times, it was indeed good news that frozen conflicts in the Horn came to an end, setting in motion a new era of relations between and among countries in the region. The normalization or rapprochement between Ethiopia and Eritrea not only ended the long-standing no war, no peace situation between our two countries, but heralded a new era of regional peace and stability in the whole. This normalization is also going beyond Ethiopia and Eritrea and reaching out to all other countries in the whole. These positive developments have certainly opened doors to opportunities that need to be addressed adequately in a sustainable manner. With the change, there is a renewed dynamism for accelerating regional integration within the sub-region by further strengthening the infrastructure links and cementing people-to-people relation. This is an imperative for the region to fully utilize its potentials and enormous opportunities. The signing of the revitalized peace agreement between the South Sudanese parties renewed optimism for ending the South Sudanese conflict. With almost 8 months now that guns were largely silenced. There are indeed delays in meeting some of the timelines and benchmarks which underscore the challenges that lay ahead. But I cannot agree more than with what the Secretary General of the United Nations said, and I quote, "The revitalized agreement is currently the best and only option for a political solution to the conflict in South Sudan," end of quote. That is why the international community has no other alternative than to support the parties to live up to their commitments and implement the agreement. I'm happy to note that the different parties to the agreement have agreed 2 days ago to extend the pre-transitional period to implement pending issues for another 6 months, which I hope will be used wisely and with a sense of urgency. We also commend the government of the Republic of South Sudan for showing its commitment by allocating $100 million to expedite implementation of the agreement. Ladies and gentlemen, while there is euphoria with the wind of change blowing across our region, we cannot overlook the many challenges that still persist. We have a lot of work to do in addressing our internal vulnerabilities by focusing on governance and socioeconomic challenges to meet the needs and aspirations of our peoples. As much as our youthful population is a potential resource for us to reap in the demographic dividend, any failure on our part to give them a sense of hope and future will be indeed a source of instability. In this context, we have all been following closely the unfolding situation in neighboring Sudan. That the Transitional Military Council has committed itself to handing over power to a civilian government is encouraging, and we very much hope that all Sudanese political actors will work together in good faith and engage in a meaningful political dialogue to overcome the current challenges. The peace and stability of the Sudan is no doubt closely intertwined to that of the Horn of Africa, and we in the region have the duty to stand in support and solidarity of this sisterly nation as it strives to ensure a peaceful transition to meet the needs and aspirations of its peoples. Allow me to shift to another language, which is closer to me. Mesdames et messieurs, au niveau régional, les nouvelles dynamiques géopolitiques sont essentiellement en train de transformer la Corne de l'Afrique et la mer Rouge en un seul espace géopolitique avec des implications importantes. La question est comment maximiser les bénéfices pour la coopération en répondant aux défis communs et minimiser les menaces possibles. Il est encourageant de voir que des discussions ont déjà commencé dans le cadre de l'IGAD et de l'Union africaine, et j'espère que ces discussions vont aider
ይህ ውይይታችን በሙሉ በጣም ድጋፍ ሰጥቶን የተሻለ የወደፊት ሁኔታን ያሳልጥልና ብለን እንጠብቃለን። በዓለም አቀፉ ደረጃ ግልጽ የሆነ ነገር አሁን ያለንበት ሁኔታ አዲስ ዘመን ሆኖ ይህ ዘመን ደግሞ ልክ እንደ ቀዝቃዛው ጦርነት ጊዜ የነበረው አይነት መልቲላተራሊዝም ታይቶ በተለይም በሰላምና ደህንነት ሁኔታ ላይ ምንድነው ከታሪክ የምንማረው ብለን የምንሄድበትና በተለይም በዚህ ሁኔታ የሆአ ወይም የአፍሪካ ቀንድ አገራት በአዲስ ዘመን ያሉ የመልክዓ ምድራዊና የፖለቲካ አካሄድ እንዳላቸው እንመለከታለን። ስለዚህ በዚህ ሁኔታ በአገራችን ውስጥ የምናየውን አካሄድንም በተለይም ባለው የመልክዓ ምድራዊ የፖለቲካ አካሄድ ያለውን ሲምቢዮሲስ ተጠቅመን በጋራ መስራት እንዳለብንና በተለይም በፊት ለፊት ያሉትን ተጨባጭ ሁኔታዎችን በመመልከት በጥሩ ሁኔታ የምንሄደው አካሄድ በተለይም ከኢጋድ ጋር በጋራ በመስራት እንደዚሁም ባሉት የአህጉራዊ ማህበራት እንደ አፍሪካ ህብረት ካለው ጋር አብረን በመስራት መሄድ አለብን። ስለዚህ በሚቀጥሉት ወራት በርካታ ስራዎች እንደሚሰሩ ይተበካል። ይህም ደግሞ በዚህ ፎረም ላይ በእነዚህ ጉዳዮች ላይ ማሰብ እንዳለብን ያስፈልጋል። ይህም ደግሞ ጥሩ መረዳት እንድናደርግና በተለይም በዚህ አካባቢያችን ውስጥ ያለውን የደህንነት ሁኔታ በተሳለጠ ሁኔታ ማካሄድና የምናየውን የሽብርና አስፈሪ ገጽታዎችን ሁሉ ለመለወጥ እንደችልና ለወደፊቱ ሰላምና ብልጽግናን ለአህጉሩ ለማሳለጥ ስለዚህም ባካችሁን ፍቀዱልኝ አሁን ደግሞ እንደገና ወደ ሌላ ቋንቋ ልሂድ እንደተነገረኝ ከሆነ አው በአማርኛም ትርጉም እንዳለ በሌላም እንዳለ እናቃለን። ስለዚህ ቀደም እንዳልኩ እንደጀመርኩት በአማርኛ ሁኔታውን እቀጥላለሁ።
ለባህር ዳር ከተማ አስተዳደርና ህዝብ ለአማራ ብሔራዊ ክልላዊ መንግስት ለተደረገልን መስተንግዶ በድጋሚ ለማስመስገን ወዳለሁ። የዚህ የጣና ፎረም በባህር ዳር ከተማ መካሄድ ለተሳታፊዎች ለኛ ለሁላችንም ለነጻና ጥልቀት ላለው ውይይት የሚሆን ጥሩ ሁኔታን ከመፍጠሩም ባሻገር የከተማው ብሎም የክልሉ ወጣቶች ከዚህ ለቀጠናችንና ለመላው አህጉራችን ጠቃሚ ከሆነ ሰላምና መረጋጋት ጋር ከሚያተኩረው መድረክ ብዙ እንደሚማሩ ተስፋ አደርጋለሁ። የወደፊቱ የሀገራችንና የአህጉራችን እጣ ፈንታ በእጃቸው ላይ ነውና Now I'm concluding by wishing you all a fruitful deliberation and an enjoyable stay in Bahar Dar. Thank you very much. አመሰግናለሁ።
Thank you very much, Madame la Présidente. May I ask that Her Excellency, Madame President, please take a seat here, and I will also invite His Excellency, the African Union Chairperson, to also take a seat before I introduce him. As well, His Excellency, the Deputy Prime Minister of the Federal Republic of Somalia, also, yes. And then finally also the Chairperson of Tana Forum and former President of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani, please also come. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue our deliberation on the theme of the 8th for Tana Forum, which is political dynamics in the Horn of Africa, nurturing the emerging peace trends, and as was very eloquently and in 3 languages expressed by our Ethiopian president, this is really a momentous time in Ethiopia and in the region, and I think all eyes are on the Horn of Africa right now. As I told you, I work with young people for a living. That's my day job. And what they are doing and thinking and what we are saying here is critical. So I want to make sure that I have a message to take back to those young people that will ask me on Monday where I spent my weekend and where I will share with them what I learned. And for that,